If you can find a song, find a song, find a song. If you can find a song and make melody in your heart, find a song. It'll be your lighthouse, your guiding star. Oh, the right song at the right time will help you through the gloom. Yes, the right song at the right time is like sunshine breaking through. Sing a song, it'll make you happy. Right here, right now. A song can bring you faith. It'll bring you hope. It'll bring you love. A song can make you see that God is so real and you can rise above. If you can find a song, find a song, find a song. If you can find a song, find a song, find a song. It doesn't matter what you're going through, just sing a song. Turn up the music on your radio and find a song to lighten up your day, to help you find your way. Find it, find your song. It'll bring you faith, it'll bring you love. A song can make you see God is so real and you can rise above. If you can find a song, find a song, find a song. Yes, you can now. If you can find a song, find a song, find a song. If you can find a song, find a song, find a song. Yes, you can now. If you can find a song, find a song, find a song. There's a place, there's a time in this world for you and me to erase all the pain, all the sadness, set our minds free.
Welcome to the Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living. We are a vibrant, inclusive, and spiritual community that seeks to live intentionally, love unconditionally, and see God in all people and in all faiths. We believe the work we do in prayer and in the community creates a world that works for all cultures, races, orientations, and faiths. For over 60 years, we have practiced thinking globally and acting locally to help awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Annually, hundreds of people actively participate in our services, classes, events, and in our Spanish-speaking ministry. And we are training the next generation of spiritual leadership in our ministerial school. In the last few years, because of apparent divisions politically and socially, and because of threats to basic human rights, we have magnified our application of Science of Mind principles with engagement and compassionate action in the greater Napa Valley community. Our members have participated in women's marches, pride events, and we have hosted speakers on racial issues. We have empowered and mentored diverse leaders in our community and given scholarships to diverse ministerial students. We have donated over 4,000 pounds of food to our local food bank. Our spiritual director, Reverend Jay Lang, has facilitated an interfaith leadership group to hold public prayer vigils and 9/11 commemorations in participation with Jews, Muslims, and Christians. We have fostered the creation of a beloved community in the larger Napa Valley area by honoring community heroes at events and tithing to and partnering with a dozen different nonprofits that share our vision. Together, we've created a Martin Luther King Day of Service where over 1,200 participated in community service annually. The leadership of our parent organization, the Centers for Spiritual Living, headquartered in Golden, Colorado, recognized our community for all of the outstanding, compassionate work we've been doing over the last few years with the 2022 Meritorious Community Award. As we move forward to do this work of the heart, to awaken the world to its spiritual magnificence, will you join us as we continue to ascend to new heights and create a world that works for everyone?
Good morning, everybody. So good to have you here on this beautiful sunny day. I know it's hard to get people indoors these days, so we welcome all of you that are here today, all of you online. We have a blessed day. Reverend Dinah Chapman is here to sing with us. And as always, we like to begin with some music, so I'm going to invite her up here to begin with our community chant. Come on up here. Let's welcome her.
Morning. Yes, we can all sing along with My Soul is Welcome Here. You know it. Sing along. Hey, clap your hands too.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here.
Don't you feel it?
Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome the message loud and clear. My soul
Is welcome here.
My soul
Yeah, you
is
feel that?
welcome here. My soul.
I hope you can feel that your soul is welcome here. So thank you. Thank you. What a great start to today. We also like to start each service with our vision and mission statement. So if you'll look up on the screen and read with me, we are an inclusive community for spiritual growth and compassionate action. And our mission, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone by living intentionally, loving unconditionally, and seeing God in all people and all faiths. Such a great affirmation today. For those of you online, I want to give you a special welcome. We have a different feature. I don't know if you've noticed it. If you watch us online most of the time I'm looking at the screen that's really over there. But today we moved it. We found a way to do that. And so I could be looking at this and I'm actually looking at what's right next to me. So those of you here, you don't know the difference, but it's a disconnect for people online as I look here and the slides over here. So anyway, we tried to make it the best experience for you possible. So, and you're always welcome here in person as well when you're able to be here. So this is also Earth Day. What a great day to celebrate the Earth today. There's a special a festival for Earth Day down in the Oxbow Commons. And if you don't know it, there's a shortcut that's down Pearl Street. There's a little sidewalk that you can cut down through the parking lot, and you don't have to cross Soskel that way. It's an easy way, and you walk right into where the festival is. So you can park here or move a little closer, but it's a great day to do that, a great day to celebrate the Earth. We know we continue to advocate that we take care of the Earth in the way we can. I know at times, I heard a story about a climate scientist and advocate who went into a bar where there was a climate change denier. Oh, anytime you walk into a bar, you know there's something, right? and the denier says, "Show me your strongest whiskey you have." And the bartender gave him said, "Well, this bottle is 95% proof." And the denier slams his hand on the counter of the bar and walks out. And the scientist goes, "See, even if you show them the proof, they deny it." So we know there will always be people that might not believe in it, but we always do what we can. We continue to recycle, reuse, reduce, and compost. Great compost here. I know I compost, and then I put it in the brown tub, and then I go down and pay to get the compost that's been composted and put it back in my garden. So I pay for it and take it away and pay for it, but it's good compost. I can't make that good of a compost. So it's great compost. If you don't know that, you can just go down and get it by the truckload or by the bagful, whatever you want, or order it to be delivered. It's great and a lot cheaper than it is at any garden center and as good. So we also note this month is Autism Acceptance Month. This is something that I'm glad has progressed so much when you think about autism that's considered on a spectrum now, because there is a real spectrum of people who have neurodiversity or different kind of communication styles, and they're not pegged into being one kind of person. And so it's more than awareness, it's also an acceptance of who they are. And then I wanted to show you this picture of the youth area. They just made it into an island tropical paradise. So go by and check it out. It's beautiful. And if you have children, grandchildren, it's a fun adventure for them on a Sunday morning. So I hope you can invite your children to get here. And we will have a teen program. We're developing it slowly. We don't have it just yet. And then on the calendar, of course, on May 6th, which is just around the corner, we're going to have our big Sip and Savor event where we're honoring Hope Lugo, who was a family immigrant worker, farm worker, advocate, helped started Ole Health, Carol Poole, who's the president of the Napa Wildlife Rescue, and Marty Shoulders, our own in our community, who's the medical director at Aldea Children and Family Services. So it's going to be a fun day to honor them. And then we also have an auction, silent auction, and live auction of gift cards, fine art, services, baskets of like spa products, picnic products, wine products. We'll have wine and lots of things. And we're still looking for more donations. So if you have donations for the auction, it's sort of like a garage sale or something, where you put all your stuff out and you end up buying your own stuff back, I think. But or buy other people's stuff. You go next door. But there's some really nice features. We're having several gift certificates for restaurants there. Lots of wine, and like not lots of wine, but a lot of wine also. And so that'll be really fun to bid on those and be a part of that. So the awards, and then just being part of the whole event. Now, because it's a fundraiser for us, we do ask, even if you're volunteering, to buy tickets. I know that seems kind of odd, but it is, because we're raising funds for that. And May 1st is the deadline for the early bird discount. So keep in mind, next Sunday will be the last Sunday that you'll be able to buy those early discounts. And you can find the link online to buy the tickets, and we appreciate you supporting that. So also, you know that we've been redoing the courtyard, and we're still working on the finer details of it, including the stone wall we're going to have. But anybody that donates, we've dropped the level a little bit. We want to make a plaque for all those people that donated. So if you donated $250 or more, then you'll be able to go on a plaque like this that we put out, and we'll put it in the courtyard and put it on the probably not on the wall itself, because we'd like it displayed a little higher, probably on one of the cement walls around one of the trees, and probably what we call the community tree or the wishing tree, because it's been an intention and a dream of ours to build this courtyard. So that's going to be there. And this one is the one that's on First Street Bridge, something like that. The black and gold is nice. And then we just please know that we are here for you. I should mention, next Sunday, I'll be at a ministerial student retreat in Sowell, Georgia, up in Oregon. And so, speaking of my dad, you'll be in good hands with Dr. Reverend Edward Villion, who's the senior minister at the Santa Rosa Center for Spiritual Living, just over the hill there. And he's also the former spiritual leader of all of our movements. So I've asked him not only to speak, but to stay after the service and answer any questions you might have about the overall centers for spiritual living you might have. So he'll be here for both of those. So that'll be good. And please know we're here for prayer. We're here for anything that you are seeking in terms of support that we offer. We have resources to help you with, and our prayer is always available. It'll be available after this service. Practitioners will be in here to speak a short affirmative prayer with you. There's prayer requests out in the lobby. There's prayer requests online, and it's our pleasure and privilege to be able to pray for you. We considered our purpose that we do weekly to pray for those who have requested prayer. So thank you for being a part of that, and please ask for what you want and what you need. So, and now we'll begin the sacred part of our service with more music.
Take a deep breath and just focus on your hearts as we sing this song together.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Tu es l'image de Dieu. I hold you in my heart. Tu es l'image de l'amour. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu sei il volto dell'amore.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. The face of love. I hold you in my heart. In my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. The face of love. You are the face of love. The face of love. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. The face of love. You are the face of God. The face of God. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are a part of me. A part of me. You are the face of God. The face of God. You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
I hold you in my heart.
Eres la cara del amor.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are
You are the face of God. We are the face of God. I am the face of God. Right here and right now, we are this one divine presence, all of us, surrounded by it, within us, breathing it in everywhere. This one divine presence, whether your heart knows it as God, love, mother, father, divinity, Allah, creator, whatever your heart knows it as is the correct word. Whatever your heart knows it to be is the correct way. We come together today to celebrate this knowing that no matter the name, no matter the belief, no matter the way, we come to celebrate that we are one with it. Right here and right now, perfectly, absolutely as we are, without anything added or taken away. In this moment, we are one with divinity. As I remember this for myself, I know this for this congregation, for the words spoken today, for the music, for the time spent together. It is holy, whole and complete, beautiful. So knowing that this is where we come today and what we're doing today, I know it is good and good and good. And so it is. So just for a moment today, I want to remember, I'll just recognize I'm Georgia Davis. I am a professional prayer practitioner here and a ministerial intern. And thank you for being with us today in person and online. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of watching the memorial of Reverend Barbara Waterhouse from Asheville, North Carolina. And I was lucky to have been reminded and invited by Reverend Jay. And one of the messages that I received from that, watching and listening to the story of her impress on the world, was, today is the best day of your life. Whether you believe it or not, whether you're right there or not right now, today is the best day of your life, because it's the one you have. So I was really graced to have heard that message, to be reminded whatever day we're in is the best day of our life. It's the culmination of a lot of time and love and journey and challenge. So I just am grateful to be here today, to remember that, to speak that word, and to welcome you here today to the Center for Spiritual Living, Napa Valley. Thank you. And now we'll have a little bit more of Reverend Dinah. Right? All right. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Here's a little reminder for us all. Come close, relax, and let down your guard. Can you imagine for a moment how rare you are? You were designed to express your highest potential, like a king, like a queen. Your identity is special. No human hands, nothing unseen could stop this heavenly happening. The day you were born and you started breathing, this song played on and kept on announcing, you are the beloved child of God. You have been created by the one who made heaven and earth. You are the beloved child of God, a light for all the world to see, expressing love eternally. You are the beloved child of God. From the beginning of all time, you were given many gifts. Your mission was to find something that would give the world a lift. The angels knew there would be some mountains in your way, but you could use their wings to fly when you encountered a stormy day. No human hands, nothing unseen can stop you when you really know the light and the love that springs from your soul is priceless, worth more than silver or gold. 'Cause you are the beloved child of God. You have been created by the one who made heaven and earth. You are the beloved child of God, a light for all the world to see, expressing love eternally. You are the beloved child of God. Time stands still when you can hear the song in your heart. You were not meant to cry. You were not meant to die, but to live each day just who you are. You are the precious light of God. You are the beloved child of God. You have been created by the one who made heaven and earth. You are the beloved child of God. A light for all the world to see, expressing love eternally. You are the beloved child of God.
What a treat to have you here today. You know, I know you sung with us a year ago, but I've forgotten what a beautiful expression of the divine you are. Thank you. Thank you so much. And such good messages for you. I hope I can just add to that a little bit, because you've got great inspiration for us today. So today we're continuing this idea of spiritual magnificence, that we're awakening the world to awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence, which seems like a daunting vision. And as always, what we teach here at the Science of Mind, what Unity is taught, is we start with ourselves. We establish our own magnificence, our own awareness, our own mindfulness, so that we can move out of the way. And really, our spiritual magnificence is a natural part of who we are, as long as we don't get in the way of it. And today in particular, I'm talking about to see and to be seen, which Brene Brown calls the truest nature of love. It's our natural self to be, and we want to be seen, we want to be heard, we want to be loved. And yet how we see each other and how we allow others to see us requires us to open our heart, open our soul, and be vulnerable. And that's not an easy thing to do. I know for first couple of decades of my life, I kept things pretty close. You know, I didn't reveal much of myself, and people gave me the feedback that they didn't really know who I was because I didn't show much of myself, but it was an insecurity, a fear that if people knew who it really was, would they really like me? And that's on the elementary level, that's on the maturity level. But beyond that, if we're able to shine, if we're able to be this magnificence, it changes the world in amazing ways. Marianne Williamson in A Return to Love says, as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence actually liberates others. That's a big thing. So it's more than just being seen for my true self. That's like stage one. But stage two is where we are this magnificence, and our presence actually liberates other people. It gives them permission to be. Now, it's not always comfortable to be your vulnerable self. But for myself, the thing that has assured me is not only is that, you know, that criticism may come, betrayal may even come, but what my constant in my life is spirit. That which is back of all life is always there for me. Always, when I stumble, will help me rise up again. When I feel hurt or injured by another, is there to comfort me and to remind me to be this magnificence, not to let what somebody else says or does to suppress me, to oppress me, to limit me, because God within me, spirit within me, there's no limit at all. And we can be this. The Hebrew word for our eye is ayin, which literally means fountain. You've also heard the eye being called the windows of the soul. And so really what we see, as long as we're able to see without the filters in it, is beauty and love and joy in the world. And when we open our door to our own magnificence, we welcome others to open to their spiritual magnificence as well. And we do it by welcoming all of ourselves, all of everybody, to look for that magnificence in other people, even if it's sometimes hidden, and to create spaciousness in our lives. So first of all, this idea of to welcome all of us. I first heard this phrase when I went to a men's retreat many years ago, and I was greeted by one of the organizers, and he said, "Welcome all of you." Now, he didn't say, "Welcome all of you." He looked at me and said, "Welcome all of you." I was going, wait a minute. This guy doesn't even know me. I don't even know all of me. I'm not willing to look at myself, so I don't know what he's talking about. But as I settled into it, I got what he was saying. He was saying he doesn't know all of me, but he wants to know all of me, and it's still all accepted. And so it began a process for me to begin to accept myself in deeper ways, to allow the parts of myself that I wasn't sure, I didn't necessarily want to discover at first or find, because I thought that might be broken and irreparable. But as I pulled them up, did they need healing? Yes. Were they repairable? Yes. Because the truth is, I am whole, complete, and perfect. I'd heard that from the original classes I had taken in Science of Mind and Unity, that I'm whole, complete, and perfect. And I resisted that. But if I'm a whole being and I'm perfect, then every aspect of me is part of that wholeness. And if I'm not willing to find maybe like a puzzle piece there across a jigsaw puzzle that's missing, then I'm missing a genuine, a valuable part of myself. And when I explored that, I found that there was aspects of myself that were pushers, like they pushed me to do more and more. There was inner critics. There was different aspects of me that maybe a pleaser, that always wanted to please people. Now, those are aspects of me. I don't want to give them control over decisions, but they're important to hear. So the pleaser, that I don't want to be obsessed about pleasing people, but I do want to consider people. I want to consider who they are and what may serve them. The platinum rule, as we call it, to do unto others as they would like to be done unto them. And I need to consider them. My pusher was one that always wanted to do, and it did motivate me to get things done. I needed to balance that out with being, though, too. But it was meant the best for me, but I just needed to make sure it wasn't about superficial goals or doing too much for my body, that I needed to take care of my body, but there were things that it would motivate me. And the critic is similar to that. It had my best interest in mind, but it was a little obsessive and sometimes full of shame. It would criticize me, but there were things that would said, make sure you get this done in an excellent way. Take the time to get it done right. Don't shortcut yourself. This is something that you want to succeed in. So take your time with it. So it had value, but to give them power is like a teacher who wants to pay attention to their students, right? But doesn't want to give them power over the classroom. Wants to consider them, but don't give them the power. So whether you identify these different aspects as a pusher or a pleaser doesn't really matter. You just notice that things are coming up in you, maybe because you've overreacted or underreacted to something, or some response you've had. Then there's something welling up in there. And like the teacher model, if the teacher is not paying attention to the class, then what happens? Attention-seeking behavior, right? That we blame on the kid or blame on this, but it's just a part of us that's seeking attention, seeking our attention. And if we don't attend to it, if we don't listen to it, sometimes it's going to come up in unhealthy or inappropriate ways in our impulsiveness or our overreactions or other areas. So let us welcome all of us, each of us, welcome all of us, and welcome those aspects of us that may have adapted when we were younger, when we needed to use them to survive, or it helps us. I know for a long time, the pusher is what motivated me, and I had to find my own internal energy and not depend on that to do that. That I was motivated by deadlines, and I wouldn't get things done before that. So, it's part of that. We have to find our own internal systems. I love Rumi's poem. Oh, let me talk about my cat. This is Amelia. We call her Mimi. I was just, this ties into it because Michelle was out of town for a few weeks visiting our grandchildren in Europe. And I was left in charge of Mimi. Now, I am sure she gave me explicit directions, but what I heard is when she wants to eat, feed her. And we do dry food, we do wet food. And so she seemed hungry, I'd feed her. And then, Michelle and I were calling and go, God, I ran out of cat food already. I guess I need to get some more. She goes, what do you mean you ran out? I left you more than enough. Well, comes to find out I was feeding her 2 pouches a day when I was supposed to be feeding her 1 pouch. So come to find out, she's just like that little kid in the classroom who's, or an aspect of ourselves that says, feed me, and if we keep giving them power, we're going to get a fat cat. That's what we're going to get. She did not tell me that, no, to stop. No, she did. She said, okay, I'll do this. So Michelle came back into town and reminded me of what she had told me to begin with. And the kitty is back. And she's fine now, too, by the way. She's not upset that her food changed. She's got plenty of food. She's quite happy. So Rumi has a great poem that talks about the guest house. And he says this. He's a 13th century mystical Sufi poet. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness, a momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice meet at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Isn't that great? Most honorable guest. I know next week Dr. Villian's coming, and I heard him speak once, and he talked about honorable guest. And he uses that not only the honorable guest within us, but honorable guests who challenge us. And he calls them, honorable. They're very honorable. Or noble guest, I guess is the other word he uses for it. They're noble guest. And so whether they're a person or within us, we welcome them and know that they are sent as a guide from beyond. An open invitation, and the value and love that's in there that continues to open us up in all ways. And when we're able to be open, then we can look for the spiritual magnificence in all people. And I love this little cartoon or whatever you want to call it, because here's an elderly woman in a wheelchair, but her shadow is of a ballerina. And the truth is that we all have this beauty inside of us, and it may be in layers, not because of how old we are or our ability, but because sometimes we shadow it ourselves. We don't allow that. And so it's important for us to see that beauty, that magnificence in each person, and just allow it to come out. Know it's there. It's there. Some people, it's covered with more layers than others. And if we continue to look for this magnificence, It'll be there. And that deals with our own processing, awakening, allowing to be updated with our internal systems that we have, and that which is revealing it, noticing when we have overreactions or underreactions or a defensiveness or something, or if we have judgment. I know that people are, when they're isolated, that they can get caught in their own thinking and their own belief systems. And I'm not talking about a certain ideology or a certain political party of any kind, because I think all people can do that when they're isolated. I'm sure you were saddened, and as I was, to hear about the stories of an innocent person showing up at the wrong door, getting in the wrong car, getting in the wrong driveway, having a ball roll onto a lawn, and for them to be shot, including one fatality, at least one, I think that's all. How sad that is, that we overreact like that. But I think there's so much trauma in people, and they hold things within, and they're not sharing this magnificence with anybody. They're kind of stuck in this world of their own stinking thinking, I call it sometimes. And I don't know these people that shot somebody else, so I can't judge them. But I do know in my own mind that if I don't think things updated and do my spiritual practice and be willing to allow a newness to come in with me, to be refreshed, so to speak, that we can be traumatized, we can be stuck in our thinking. I remember when the earthquakes happened. Boy, that's been 9 years ago almost now. Any kind of shake or anything, rattled Michelle and I for a long time, but then it lessened over time, and that's normal. When we had the fires here, if you smelled smoke anywhere, you'd go, oh no, but that lessened over time. That's normal because you're processing it, you're allowing it. But some things get stuck in us, and sometimes we need to awaken up in that. I mentioned it's Autism Acceptance Month, and Michelle and I are fans of American Idol. And the reason I like American Idol so much is you can see the singers develop over time. It's not just a singing contest, but because it happens over time, you can see how they're developing their craft. And the judges, who are, top-notch musicians themselves, I was so glad to hear them. This man, Aidan Boyer, he's an American Idol contestant, and he is on the spectrum of autism. And he was oddly dressed in some ways. He wasn't really socially adept, but boy, could he play music. His piano in particular was just amazing. His voice was amazing. And judges saw through how he showed up and really allowed him to develop, and he continued to develop his. Now, he didn't make it to the last 24 or whatever, because his voice wasn't the same as other people, but it was by talent, not because of how he showed up. And I think that's what we need to do, is look past those appearances and see something greater within people and note that. Another thing I think we really need to do, and third thing I would say today, is create space in our lives. Create spaciousness. And what I mean by this is, in our mind, just to slow it down a little bit. So we're paying attention to ourselves, to other people, to spirit, how it's downloading in us or uploading in us. And we just take it one breath at a time. One of my teachers is Thich Nhat Hanh. He's the Buddhist teacher who passed away a couple years ago, but his videos and his books continue to live in my heart. And sometimes I need a reminder to be mindful in the spaciousness. So I have a little clip here from you from Thich Nhat Hanh here about.
As you breathe in, you pay attention to your in-breath only. Your in-breath becomes the only object of your mind. And if you are truly focused, mindful on your in-breath, you release everything else. You release the past, you release the future, your projects, your fear, your anger. Because the mind has only one object at a time.
Your mind only focuses on one thing at a time. So just do that with me with the in-breath. Just breathe in through your nose. And then the out-breath, breathing out. And just allow that to be, it doesn't have to be something you do. You don't have to sit down and create some special space. Just do it in a second, like 10 seconds, just breathing in and breathing out. And it lets go of that anxiety or fear you might have, or concerns about the future, regrets about the past, whatever it is, it lets it go. And also, like what he continues in the next part to say.
And if you are to make a decision, it's better that you have enough freedom to make it. You are not under the influence of anger, fear, and your decision is much better than if you are not free. So just breathing in make you free. And it is pleasant also. It's pleasant to breathe in.
Just in the way he talks, you can feel the spaciousness there. Not only does it bring you to the moment, but it's pleasant to do it. Just to be. And I love this because I think when we talk about this spaciousness, we're also talking about this planet. This planet needs more spaciousness. When we give it room, it can heal itself, but we need to give it some room. We need to quit polluting and adding more stuff to it. I mean, there's a pile of plastic, I guess. It's like the size of a small city out in the middle of the ocean. And fish are learning how to live off of it. But we can't keep adding more plastic to it. Let it heal. And anything we can do to let that heal. And that's for us too. I love what Viktor Frankl says, the Holocaust survivor. He said, oh, this is something from Thich Nhat Hanh. Let me cover this first. So Thich Nhat Hanh, just breathing in and breathing out. He says it's simple. Just breathing in, I calm my body and my mind. And breathing out, I smile. You can do more with it, in dwelling in the present moment, and out, I know this is the only moment. But really, just this part about breathing in, I calm my body and my mind. And breathing out, I smile. That's all you need to know. So Viktor Frankl said, between the stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space is our power to choose our response. So this guy's a Holocaust survivor. Lost most of his family they were killed in the Holocaust, And he managed to survive, wrote a book called Man's Search for Meaning. And in this, I just love this. So it's within our spaciousness and our relationships too. And just like Thich Nhat Hanh was talking about, that when we make a decision, isn't it better that we would have not all that fear and that anxiety affecting our decision, but to be present with that. And so we create space to listen, create space to respond, we create space to allow spirit, and space just to breathe. Ernest Holmes, our founder, said, we see in each other the reflection or the manifestation of the everlasting life, and each is an individualized embodiment of it. Remember that the kingdom of God is already in us, and we are in it. It is only as we are in harmony with it that we awake to it. So as we are in harmony, and just this simple in-breath and out-breath we do, we connect, and we're in harmony, and we awaken to it. And in terms of our inner relationship, Brené Brown says, we cultivate love when we allow our most vulnerable and powerful selves to be deeply seen and known. And when we honor the spiritual connection that grows from that offering with trust, respect, kindness, and affection. So when we just find this spaciousness, and we are willing to show up as we are in power, not in a weakness, but show up in our power for who we are, not expecting anything, but being available, that we embrace all of ourselves, we embrace all of each person, and we look for the magnificence in them. And I think it all starts with creating that spaciousness first. So let's go to prayer. We just breathe in this moment, and we breathe out. We breathe in and calm our body, our mind, and we breathe out, we smile. We smile because we know that Spirit is everywhere, in us and around us, and is always that magnificence through us, is always encouraging us to be this magnificence, encouraging us to see the magnificence in all people, in all ways. And I know the Spirit continues to be the support for us wherever we may be, that empowers us when we've fallen and comforts us when we're sad and in sorrow. We know this life is Spirit itself in all ways, and we're so grateful for it in this moment as we let this word go, knowing it is already so. And so it is. All yours.
That beautiful word helps us to be brand new. When I wake up in the morning and everything is cool, I gotta say thank you, thank you. I sing with gratitude. When I go to bed at night and I'm feeling such delight, 'cause even more joy is coming in the morning when I rise. I feel brand new. I feel brand new. I feel brand new. I feel brand new. 'Cause all the weight is off my shoulders, and it's all because of you. Today I won't be sad, and I won't feel down. Today is not the day for fear to wrap around. Now I got my bearings, and I can think straight. I learned how to pray, and I meditate. I feel brand new. I feel brand new. I feel brand new. I feel brand new. 'Cause all the weight is off my shoulders, and it's all because of you. Everywhere I look, the sun is shining. I see the oceans, radiant blues. The majestic beauty of creation surrounds me. The joy of living fills me through and through. Oh, I feel brand new. I feel brand new. I feel brand new. I feel brand new. 'Cause all the weight is off my shoulders, and it's all because of you. I feel brand new. I feel brand new. I feel brand new. I feel brand new. 'Cause all the weight is off my shoulders, and it's all because of you.
Thank you so much. Now's the time for us to our sharing of abundance and opportunity for us to participate in the law of circulation. We know that which you give comes back to you in love, in peace, and financial abundance. So if I could have the ushers come forward. We know that there's a variety of ways that you can give to our center, and we appreciate all the ways, either online, texting, or checks that are either here on Sunday or mailed to us. We appreciate all those ways you've given us. It helps create continuing programs of education and services and our outreach into the community. So take that which you are giving today, whether it represents something you've given to us already this month or something you're given today, and repeat with me the affirmation. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. And so it is.
This is by Ricky Byers. I think you know this. Can I serve today, sweet spirit? How can I serve today? Oh Lord, speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. How can I serve today, sweet spirit? How can I serve today? Oh Lord, speak in ways where I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. Who needs my love today, sweet spirit? Who needs my love today? Oh Lord, speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. Who needs my love today, sweet spirit? Who needs my love today? Oh Lord, speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. How must I share today, sweet spirit? How must I share today? Oh Lord, speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. How must I share today, sweet spirit? How must I share today? Oh Lord, speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. How can I serve today, sweet spirit? How can I serve today? Oh Lord, speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. Amen.
That was beautiful. I love that. What a great affirmation for us. Thinking about that still. This is a time when we welcome everybody who might be here for the first time. So if you're here for the first time, we appreciate anybody who's joined us online for the first time, as well as anybody here. If you're willing to raise your hand, we have a gift for you. Anybody here for the first time? Jason's back there. Welcome. And we appreciate all of you who are returning today on this beautiful day. I know there's many things to do on this glorious Sunday, and I'm glad you shared this time with us today. So we have an affirmation for our new guest as well as for everybody. So we just raise our hands and we say, we bless you today, knowing that the peace and happiness you seek is also seeking you. We honor your inner radiance as you let your light shine in our world. We are grateful for your presence in our community, and so it is. We are grateful for everybody's presence here. I would like to invite the practitioners to come up front, and they stand up here ready for you to come join them for a moment of prayer. You can simply request your prayer, and they'll be glad to speak it for you here in the sanctuary. So because of that, we also ask that people who are going to have conversation to kindly take your conversation out in the courtyard so this can remain as a sacred place for prayer. We thank you so much for that. Let's all stand for the congregational affirmation and then our closing song. Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
I am led by Spirit.
I am led by Spirit.
I'm guided by wisdom.
I'm guided by wisdom.
I am protected by love.
I am protected by love.
I am here to be a blessing.
I'm here to be a blessing.
I am so grateful.
I am so grateful.
And so it is.
So it is.
And now we'll have our closing song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
So as we go forward, we know the joy is within us, and we simply ask, how may I serve today? Who needs my love today? And so it is. Have a great Sunday.
Welcome to the Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living. We are a vibrant, inclusive, and spiritual community that seeks to live intentionally, love unconditionally, and see God in all people and in all faiths. We believe the work we do in prayer and in the community creates a world that works for all cultures, races, orientations, and faiths. For over 60 years, we have practiced thinking globally and acting locally to help awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Annually, hundreds of people actively participate in our services, classes, events, and in our Spanish-speaking ministry. And we are training the next generation of spiritual leadership in our ministerial school. In the last few years, because of apparent divisions politically and socially, and because of threats to basic human rights, we have magnified our application of Science of Mind principles with engagement and compassion in action in the greater Napa Valley community. Our members have participated in women's marches, pride events, and we have hosted speakers on racial issues. We have empowered and mentored diverse leaders in our community and given scholarships to diverse ministerial students. We have donated over 4,000 pounds of food to our local food bank. Our spiritual director, Reverend Jay Lang, has facilitated an interfaith leadership group to hold public prayer vigils and 9/11 commemorations in participation with Jews, Muslims, and Christians. We have fostered the creation of a beloved community in the larger Napa Valley area by honoring community heroes at events and tithing to and partnering with a dozen different nonprofits that share our vision. Together, we've created a Martin Luther King Day of Service where over 1,200 participated in community service annually. The leadership of our parent organization, the Centers for Spiritual Living, headquartered in Golden, Colorado, recognized our community for all of the outstanding, compassionate work we've been doing over the last few years with the 2022 Meritorious Community Award. As we move forward to do this work of the heart, to awaken the world to its spiritual magnificence, will you join us as we continue to ascend to new heights and create a world that works for everyone?